too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends. For I have given you here a third of mine own life, the part for which I live, who once again I tender to thy hand. All thy vexations were but trials of thy love, and thou hast strangers to the test. Here, afore heaven, I ratify this, my rich gift. Ho, Ferdinand, do not smile at me that I boast straw, for thou shalt find that you will outstrip all praise and make it halt behind her.
I do believe it against an oracle.
Then, as my gift and thine own acquisition, worthily purchase take my daughter. But, if thou dost break her virgin not before sanctimonious ceremonies may, with full and holy rite be ministered, no sweet aspersion shall the heavens upfall to make this contract grow, but barren hate, sour-eyed disdain, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed with weeds so loathly that you shall hate it both. Therefore take heed.
As I hope for quiet days, fair issue and long life, with such love as 'tis now the strongest, suggestion, most opportune place, worthiest then, shall never melt my honor into lust to take away the edge of this day's celebration.
Fairly spoke. Sit then and talk with her. She is thine own. Ariel, my industrious servant, Ariel.
What would my boated master? Here I am.
Thou and thy meaner fellows your last service did worthily perform, and I must use you in such another trick. The rabble, or who I give thee power, bring them here to this place. I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some amazement of mine art. It is my promise, and they expect it from me.
Presently?
I with a twink.
Before you can say, come and go, and breathe twice, cry so, each one tripping on a stone, we'll be here at Mopamo. Do you love me, master? No?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel. Do not approach till thou dost hear me call.
Well, I conceive.
Look now. Be true. Do not give dalliance too much the reins, for the strongest oaths are straw to the fire and the blood. Be more obscenious, or else good night your vows.
I warrant you, sir, the white cold virgin snow upon my heart abates the ardor of my liver.
Well. Now come, my Ariel. No tongue. All eyes. Be silent. The cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the Our little life is rounded with a sleep. Sir, I am vexed. Bear with my weakness, for my old brain is troubled. Be not disturbed with my infirmity. If you be pleased, retire to my cell. There repose. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish you peace.
Come! With a thought I thank thee, Ariel, come!
Ik kleef aan jouw gedachten. Wat is uw wens?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban.
I, my commander, when I presented Sarah's, I thought to have told you of it. But I feared, lest I might anger thee.
Where did thou leave these varlets?
They were red hot with drinking, so full of valor that they smote the air. For breathing in their faces, beat the ground, for kissing of their feet, yet always bending towards their project. Then I beat my tabor, in which like unbaked colts they pricked their ears, advanced their eyelids, lifted up their noses. As they smelled music, so I charmed their ears. That call fight, they my lowing follow true. Tooth barriers, sharp verses, breaking cuts and thorns, which entered their frail shins. At last, I left them in that filthy mental pool beyond your cell. They're dancing up to the chins, as the foul lake ever stamped their feet.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible, retain thou still. The trumpery in my house, bring it hither for bait to catch these thieves.
I got
A devil, a born devil on whose nature nurture can never stick, on whom my pains humanely made, all lost, quite lost. And as with age his body uglier grows, so his mind cankers. I will plague them all, even to roaring. Come, hang them on this rack.
Monster, this fairy of yours, which you say is a harmless fairy, has done little more than play the duck with us.
Monster, I do smell a horse piss, on which my nose is a great indignation.
So is mine. Do you hear, monster? If I should take a displeasure against you, look you.
Thou wert but a lost monster.
Good my lord, give me thy favor still. Be patient, for the prize I'll bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly. All's hushed as midnight yet.
Give me thy hand.
O King Stefano, O Pierre, O worthy Stefano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee.
Ah, let it alone, thou fool, it is but trash.
Oh, monster, we should know it belongs to a frippery.
What do you mean to dote on such luggage? Let it alone and do the murder first. If ye awake from dote and crown skills, fools, finches, make a strange stuff.
Be you quiet, monster.
Do, a jerkin for you, sire.
Oh, I thank thee, Trinculo.
O King Stefano.
I shall have none of this. We shall lose our time and I'll return to barnacles or to apes with foreheads villainous love.
Monster, lay to your fingers. Help to bear this away when my hogshead of wine is hid, or I'll turn thee out of my kingdom. Go to, carry this. And this. Aye. And this.
Hey, mountain hay!
silver, get some silver!
Fury, fury, there, have there! So charge, my goblins, that they grind their joints with dry convulsions, shorten up their sinews with aged prayers, and more pitch spotted make them they are. to a head. My charms crack not, my spirits obey. Ariel, my Ariel, how is the day?
On the 6th hour, my lord, at which time you said our works would cease.
I did say so when I first raised Tempest. Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge, just as you left them. All prisoners, sir, in a lime grove which weather friends shall sell. They cannot budge until your release. The king, his brothers, and yours abide all three distracted. The remaining morning over them, brim full of sorrow and dismay. But chiefly, him you turn, sir, the good old Lord Gonzalo. His tears from down his beard like winter drops on eaves of reeds. Your charm so strongly works them that if you now beheld them your affections, would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were a human.
And mine shall. Hast thou which art an air, a touch, a feeling of their afflictions, and shall not myself, one of their kind, be kindly removed than thou art? Though with their high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet my nobler reason gainst my fury. Do I take part? The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose doth extend not a frown further. Go release them, my Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore.
I'll fetch
And
them,
they
sir.
shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes and groves, and ye that on the sand with prickless foot do chase the ebbing Neptune, and do fly him when he comes back. You demi-puppets that by moonshine do the green sour ringlets make, whereof the yew not bites. And you, whose pastime is to make midnight mushrooms that rejoice to hear the solemn curfew, by whose aid weak masters though ye be. I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azure vault set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. Graves at my command have oaked and let their wakers forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I here abjure. And when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do to work mine end upon the senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. A solemn air and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy. Cure thy brains now useless, ball within thy skull. There stand for you our spell stops. Holy Gonzalo, honorable man, mine eyes even sociable to show of thine fall fellowly drops. The charm dissolves apace, and as the morning steals upon the night, melting darkness, so their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clearer reason. O Gonzalo, my true preserver and a loyal serf to him thou followest, I will pay thy graces home both in word and deed. Most cruelly did thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood, you, brother mine, that entertained ambition, expelled remorse and nature, who, with Sebastian, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong, would here have killed your king. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Their understanding begins to swell, and the approaching tide will shortly fill the reasonable shore that now lies foul and muddy. Not one of them that would yet look on me or would know me. Ariel, fetch my cloak and rapier in my cell. I will discase me and myself present, as I was sometime Milan. Quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free.
When a bee sucks, there sick I, in the cowslip's bell I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bed's back I do fly. After summer merrily, merrily, merrily shall I live now, under the blossom that hangs on the bough.
Why, that's my dainty Ariel. I shall miss thee, but yet thou shalt have freedom. So, to the kingship invisible as thou art, there thou shalt find the mariners asleep under hatches, the master and boatswain being awake. Enforce him to this place, and presently I pray thee.
I go.
Oh, torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. For more assurance that a living prince does now speak to thee, I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome.
Whether thou beest he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late as I have been, I not know. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind immense, with which I fear a madness of me. This must crave, and if this be at all, a most strange story. Thy dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me.